All right, we're back after a long, grueling Southern California winter with a couple of updates that we did to the scooter over the winter. Put a chrome shroud on it, replaced the chain, put a chrome chain guard on there. Had a little exhaust leak, so we took that apart and cleaned out the inside of the manifold and pushed the pipe up inside the manifold a little more. Nothing major. Played with the clutch a little bit. Brake cable had a couple broken strands on it, got that fixed. Put a mirror on it. Put a factory wiring harness in it. But the big thing I wanted to go into is it had to do with the way the engine was running. I had a major flat spot in the engine, and I was convinced it was carburation. I pulled the carburetor apart probably 3 times, played with the adjustment, cleaned it out, cleaned all the ports out, basically rebuilt it, messed with the main idle rod that's adjustable inside, and every time I put it back together, it was the same thing. It had a major flat spot right in the middle of the power band. Pulled the magneto off and replaced the points, the condenser, put a new spark plug in it, and I even changed the coil out with one of my other bikes to see if that might be the issue. Put it all back together, and it ran the same. So I ended up pulling the magneto off again. I wanted to take the stator plate off to see if I had any problems behind the stator plate, maybe a ground wire or something arcing. And when I loosened it up, I noticed that it was slotted. So the guy that put this engine together, and I don't know if this is the engine that it originally came with, but it was the engine that was on it when I bought it. When they built it, they had the stator plate all the way, the timing was all the way retarded. So when I put it back together, I put the adjustment right in the middle because I had no idea where it goes. There's no marking. If there is, I didn't see any. Put it back together, fired it up, and it ran noticeably better. So I pulled it apart again and advanced the timing a little bit more. Again, I have no idea where it's running degree-wise, but it's running fantastic now. I'll fire it up, I'm going to run it down the hill, and I'll run it back up. I'll just run it up in first gear. But if you watch the other video, you'll be able to hear the difference in the way the engine runs. And it fires right up now, and as you can hear, there's a major difference in the way it's running. So anybody that's got one of these engines, if you're having a problem with a flat spot right in the middle of the power band, I highly suggest checking the timing. I had a couple people tell me that the timing was not adjustable on this engine, and man, pull your magneto, see if you've got one of these Waco or Wake, I don't know how you pronounce it, stator plates, and if you do, play with it a little bit because this thing is running. It's running fantastic. I'm very happy with it. So getting ready to take it for about a 12-mile ride out to the coast. So anyway, Chris, thanks for a great deal. And yeah, check back in and let you know what I found. Thanks.